Americans, I'm Ronald Reagan. Stand by for some exciting political commentary and a special Ola K-Tel to all you illegals watching me today. Now, I have more than a few things to say about the Supreme Court's decision regarding the Arizona immigration law. That's right. Now, in case you missed it, the Supreme Court of the United States has indeed decided to uphold one part of the Arizona immigration law that says that police officers in the normal performance of their duties do indeed have the right to ask people to prove that they are citizens of this country. And needless to say, the entire left-wing lunatic Afro-Leninists that run this country are absolutely beside themselves, including His Mightiness, Big Daddy El Presidente Obama, the man who's not a Mexican. And they are really upset with this at the Obama Network and MSNBC. They are shocked that the Supreme Court would actually do something like this. But I do not understand why they're all upset about it. There were poor provisions that were challenged by Obama's Justice Department. You know, the Justice Department, the ones that gave all those semi-automatic weapons to the damn Mexican drug cartel and have been killing thousands of Hispanics. Yeah, that Justice Department. But at any rate, actually won 3 out of 4, so I don't know why they are all upset about it. In fact, the Supreme Court sided mostly with the damn left-wing lunatics. But of course, they didn't get everything that they wanted, so they are just absolutely beside themselves, which makes absolutely no sense to me. Now, the provisions that were struck down included this: authorizing police to arrest immigrants without warrant where, quote-unquote, probable cause exists that they committed any public offense, making them removable from the country. In other words, if there's an illegal that's doing something wrong, then the police have to have a warrant to go after them. Well, that makes sense. Then there was another provision, making it a state crime for, quote-unquote, unauthorized immigrants to fail to carry registration papers and other government identification. In other words, it is not a crime that you have to have identification to prove that you're here, which of course makes very little sense. And then there's this little thing here says, forbidding those not authorized for employment in the United States to apply, solicit, or perform work. In other words, if you're an illegal and you want to work in this country, the state of Arizona cannot say it's a crime for you to do so. Which makes absolutely no sense, because they'll go after the businesses that do hire illegals. Absolutely incredible. But with that being said, the Supreme Court basically says that the state of Arizona does not have the right to trump federal law, which in and of itself is just absolutely ridiculous. The federal law is not being enforced by the Obama administration. Hell, there are parts of federal land in Arizona where the Border Patrol have been told, don't look there, don't patrol there. Why? Because, my God, they might actually find some illegals there. So, in effect, the law, the federal law that's in place isn't being enforced by the Obama administration to begin with. So Arizona takes it upon themselves to try and protect their citizens from all this damn nonsense with these illegals. And once again, here's Obama's Justice Department giving the drug cartel thousands of semi-automatic weapons. And they're upset over this Arizona law? For God's sakes, if I was a Hispanic, I would be far more upset over the fact that Obama's Justice Department is giving weapons to the damn drug cartel than what Arizona's immigration laws are. Good God, you people need to get your priorities straight. That's the God's truth right there. But with that being said, it is good news for people like me that now see that the law enforcement people are actually going to check to make sure that you are in this country legally. A big blow for Big Daddy Obama's re-election bid. Now, we all know what's going on here. Let's cut to the chase on this thing, shall we? We all know that the only way that the liberal Democrats and the Afro-Leninists can maintain power in this country is to get as many illegals here as possible. The Browning of America, if you will. And if that's a racially sensitive comment, I really don't give a damn, because it is the truth. Now, I don't have any problem with legal immigration, none whatsoever. You want to come to this country and do it legally, fine. We are a nation of immigrants. I haven't got any problem with that. But all these damn people that sneak into this country, oh, I got a big problem with that. As far as I'm concerned, as soon as you step foot over that border, and you know damn well that you're going to stay here and just live in this country, then you are indeed a criminal, and you need to be arrested, and your ass needs to be thrown in jail for about 5 years. To hell with this catch and release nonsense. If you commit a crime in this country, you should pay for it. God knows, if I commit a crime in this country, I have to pay for it. So why in God's name do these illegals get away with it? Why? Because we want to make sure that there's as many illegals in this country as possible, so that they make sure that they vote for the damn Democrats and keep them in power. It's just that damn simple. But that has been given a big blow today by the Supreme Court. Yeah, we lost 3 out of 4, but the one that was upheld is the key. And that's the key to starting to get this damn illegal immigration situation under control. Now, with that being said, we need comprehensive immigration reform. And that's comprehensive meaning fair for all citizens. Everybody, including the illegals. If you're going to do comprehensive immigration reform, start like this. Build the damn fence. Just build it. Build the fence and stop the flow of the illegals from coming on here. But with that being said, if you're going to build a fence, then you should expedite ways so that people can come to this country legally. That's right. If you build a fence, then hire more immigration officials to make sure that people can come to this country legally. That's all we're asking. It's not very much to ask, is it? Just do it legally. We could solve this whole immigration problem with some common sense, as only I can provide. What you would do is A, build a fence. B, hire more immigration officials so people can come here legally. And C, everybody that's here illegally has 30 days to file with the federal government, no questions asked. All we want is your name, where you're residing, and where you're working. That's all we want. We do not care whether you're here legally or illegally. Just get the papers and sign them. Then, after that, you have a 90-day waiting period. And after 90 days, then you are going to be asked to show those papers. Show the papers. If you are stopped in the committing of a crime or you're signing up to work someplace, you are going to be asked to show those papers. And if you have the papers, no problem. You're welcome to stay here. But if you don't, and you don't have them papers, then you are in violation of federal law. And you are going to be deported the first time. And the second time, if you don't have those papers, your ass is going to prison for no less than 5 years. And that would solve the whole thing. Just give them enough time to register with the federal government if you're an illegal, and then after that date, 90 days or whatever's expired, and a certain grace period, of course, and then if you don't have these damn papers, you are committing a crime. That's all we're going to ask. Give all these illegals that are in the country right now 90 days to sign up with the federal government, and then after that 90 days, if you don't have those documents on you, you are indeed committing a crime in this country and are going to be deported. And second offense, your ass is going to jail for 5 years. That would solve the whole thing. But before you do that, you got to build a damn fence, and that's just all there is to it. Common sense solutions for all Americans, including the illegals. Now, with that being said, I think that if the federal government is not going to enforce the laws that are already on the books, then states have the rights to protect themselves. Case closed. Until next time, this is your favorite legal immigrant, Ronald Reagan, the man who is an English American, saying this to you right now. Over and